Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It is Some Dumb Guy, and welcome to a whole new world, at least for me, my surrounding, and episode 54 of SumDumWatch. This is my weekly series chronicling what I watch from my physical media home library and any theatrical viewings I happen to attend. This episode number 54 will cover the week of October 6th through October 12th. Today is actually October 16th. We're recording a bit late, but we never want to miss an episode. Obviously, my move is at hand, hence the delay. Also, such a pathetically little thumbnail of almost nothing in it. Why? Because, at least as of a week ago, I haven't been able to watch a damn thing. I haven't even had the capability of a TV and player and everything set up. Wednesday night was basically my cutoff. Thursday was the beginnings of my move, and I've been plugging away every day since, trying to get some sense of establishment and normalcy. I figure for my first recording in my new environment, I kind of essentially, somewhat at least, best I can, duplicate what my viewing experience, my filming experience rather, was in my old environment. And it just occurred to me how small I look in comparison to my theater seat recliners here. It almost looks like, at least from my perspective while I'm sitting here filming, that I'm sitting in front of out of proportion green screen with the seating behind it. But look, at least Buddy's in proportion. Well, he naps, the little lazy kitty. This has been a particularly stressful experience for him. Although Sugar, who is my shyer of the two kitties, has seen this as almost an experience of adventure. Because my offerings are so minimal this week, I decided I was going to take a slightly different approach for a one-time experience. I'm going to present what I watched for the week in question. And then I'm going to, I think, plug in, for better or worse, whether it's relevant or not, whether y'all like it or not, a brief tour, as you will, of my new home. Let's get going. So, first and foremost, what we have here is my Captain America 3-movie collection, and at this point I can't even recall, and I should have reviewed and checked, if I noted on my last episode or the episode before viewing Captain America, the first Avenger, the first film. That was my nocturnal viewing, something to fall asleep to, and it took me quite a bit to get through it. Sometimes I get 2 or 5 minutes in before I pass out. But I did complete that, whether it was documented, because at this point I don't even know when exactly I finished it. But I also got through Captain America the Winter Soldier just prior to my move, so I was able to finish that. And so we are 2 out of 3 films into this one now. I do haphazardly have a TV and player hooked up now in my bedroom, so I can continue on watching something as time permits, but mostly waking to 10, 11, midnight, 1 o'clock, whatever has been spent in this insane transition, moving, doing all this solo. It's not fun. It is what it is. Captain America, First Avenger, Captain America the Winter Soldier, pretty damn solid, pretty damn fun. Although I don't think I really connect with the Winter Soldier quite as much as most people tend to. That's okay. Next up, and we are almost done at this point. I think 1, 2, 3 episodes, maybe tops at this point, of season 2 of Time Tracks. Everything is continuing on as previously indicated in other past episodes of the show. We're almost done. Happy to be completing Time Tracks finally after 30 years. Yeah. And then I got to figure out, of course, what to do next as far as TV shows, which I discussed in my previous episode. And during the transitioning, trying to get things set up, get furniture built, and stuff displayed. I mean, I got 3 media shelves here that are somewhat accessible as far as that goes. I've got another one over here right now, temporarily set as I'm moving things in. Accessibility. That's that for my viewing. Obviously, I have not made it to the theater. I had to cancel my tickets for, I think I had for 40th anniversary showing of Casper. I wanted to go see, intended to go see it. Just could not work it out. I'd never seen the movie before. I thought, what a great first time, right? Yeah. And then last night I had to cancel another ticket because I couldn't. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. What'd you think? What have you watched? Did you make it to the theater? Did you see anything good, bad, or otherwise? What did you check out from your own library? Please engage, comment. The word box beckons as always. And in closing, let me transition over into my little brief tour and explanation as far as what it is I've got going on for my plans in my new environment as of the night I began my move. So thank you once again for joining me. Experience the evolution, the progression, the transition as this process goes on, as well as the impending Twilight Zone effect of my previously filmed unboxing videos, which will be rolling out through at least middle third week of November, staggered in 1 weekend intervals. So you can get this back and forth time travel thing. Where we're at. Fun times. Weird. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
So here's our theater seating. May or may not replace that. This area here is going to be set up for movie shelving. Whether this gets replaced or not, I've got a console table that's going to go span the length of this behind, which might be right or just completely annihilate my reclining possibilities, especially since I'm going to put a coffee table here. I'm toying with the idea of removing this batch of cabinets here, going with media shelving, some wallnature stuff along here. This table and ottomans are going away. Might also put a wallnature here. I'm gonna do something with some kind of shelving along that lip for the slide out for book shelving. Do something similar in the bedroom, although it's not as versatile. Wallnature shelving probably in this corner here. I'll check how the fitment's going to be. I would love to put some kind of fixture here, but because there's no room between the wall and this door, that is unfortunate. So it might become pictures or a coat rack, some coat hooks on the wall. This cabinet is coming out. All this is going to be my entertainment center. The standalone shelving unit coming out from the wall along the edge of that in the stripped area here. That should bring me over to about here, where in this corner here, we're going to put the pet door for the kitties. Refrigerator's coming out, being swapped with an apartment refrigerator. This is my new kitchen. Spacious counter space, I like it. This is going away, bare minimum. I'm playing with ideas now because I need to measure some stuff out once I get settled. The idea is to put some kind of desk here. And then if I eliminate this bay of cabinets, I'm looking at, this might be a little wonky for comfort. I need to kind of get a feel for it. But putting some kind of movie media shelving facing this way, up against that wall, secured here. So basically, floor to slide out ceiling coming out up against the theater seating, facing that way. Everything accessible from this side. I'm worried that that's going to be a little bit restrictive, making this feel a little too crowded. So alternatively, I'm playing with the thought of if I can find two items to go together. A wide but low sitting shelving unit for movies, or cabinet, something that is ideally in the neighborhood of 13 or 14 inches wide, and then filling the rest of this up, sitting on top of it, one of those appropriately width and length, or deep and wide, NSF wire rack shelf that the gaps you could see through, giving an air of more roominess, but at the same time wide enough to where I could have movies facing this way and then another stack facing that way for increased storability. This here, I bought two different media shelving units. They're about 3 foot wide. They're just going to barely fit in there. And I think first they're 2 5-foot units, so one will probably come up to about here. The second one will stack on top of it, but I'm going to have to make some modifications and trim it down because I don't have 10 feet here. Ceiling fan, yay! So that's that for environmental stuff, the new home, and potential filming studio and decor and so forth and so on. There's a lot of details I have to measure from here to here to see how far I can come out, conceivably no further than this so the drawers can open. So depending on a corner L-shaped shelf or a corner shelf, make sure I have enough space to maneuver, to sit, to pivot, to roll in and out, all that good stuff. So we'll see how that's going to play out. Bedroom upstairs, bathroom upstairs, 2 closets, nice. That has nothing to do with anything. Some dumb guy. Okay, there's it. That's the preliminary tour where we're at right now. Updates to come. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.
Alan,